Human perception over our needs is at best limited, but in most cases is never even taken into account. People have a tendency to live their lives based on the misleading idea that we will constantly try to obtain what we want, while the truth is that we only put in effort to obtain what we need. To understand why this is happening, we first need to take a closer look at what defines desires and needs. Through desires we understand a strong feeling of wanting something, that is usually described as nice to have or expected of us, but does not usually lead to behavior. Needs are desires that our mind decided must be gratified, leading to a behavior. Most of the time they are described as inefficiencies in our lives or something that is essential for our well-being. The key element in defining and understanding needs is that they always lead to some form of action. So why is it that people always talk about their desires? Well, first of all, desires are things we think we need. They are usually projected in the future and promise our mind's well-being and satisfaction. But when further analyzed we discover that desires are generally described, often based on external factors or situations, and are very easy to talk about. When describing desires, we use words like nice, wish, would, or could in order to represent an ideal situation in the future where our lives are better and with a higher degree of satisfaction. On the other hand, because of the subconscious nature of our needs, we find it difficult to describe needs, even though their satisfaction implies rapid and seamless action. Needs are always focused on the present or the immediate future and have a great impact on our personal satisfaction and our mood. When describing needs, we use words like want, must, and should, but defining the need and the expected outcome is usually difficult as it is based on our perception and internal beliefs. In order to have a clear understanding of what defines needs, let's take a look at the essential necessities of humans. Eating, the need for food and nourishment. Family, the need to take care of one's offspring. Independence, the need to be distinct and self-reliant. Curiosity, the need to gain knowledge. Order, the need for prepared, established and conventional environments. Idealism, the need for social justice. Physical activity, the need for working out the body. Power, the need for control over our will, the outcome of our actions or the ability to achieve our goals. Romance, the need for mating or sex. Saving, the need to accumulate something, usually in order to prepare for unforeseen negative events. Tranquility, the need to be secure and protected. Social contact, the need for relationship with others. Social status, the need for social significance, in our social extended groups. Acceptance, the need to be appreciated by others for our actions and thoughts. Honor, the need to be faithful to the customary values of an individual's group, family or clan. Vengeance, the need to act against another person that has wronged us or has made us lose something. Most of our failures and negative emotional states are generated by our belief that we should accomplish our desires while, at the same time, not being willing or able to invest the necessary time and resources into achieving them. Usually, people confuse desires with needs, and plan according to this misconception. Intrinsic motivation helps us invest some actions into our desires, before we involuntarily focus on our needs, leading to wasted time and effort and the lack of accomplishments in our lives. Needs are the foundation stones for building our daily habits. Between 40% to 60% of our everyday activities and habits are based on satisfying our needs. The unconscious nature of habits means that we are not aware of why we do some of the things that we do and the resources we invest in doing those things. We just assume that this is normal, because, for our minds, due to the satisfaction of our needs, this is the normal expected behavior. So, in order to achieve things beyond the satisfaction of our needs, we first want to identify the ways we satisfy those needs, and then change those habits into others, with the same effect but with less resources and time consumption. Further than that, we need to be aware and understand that the main motivation of all our actions is directly proportional with the importance of satisfying our needs. The less important a need is perceived to be, the less resources we will invest in it. In order to avoid wasting our time and generating frustration, we also need to understand our desires. Desires might be perceived as leading to a higher satisfaction or higher quality of life, but they rarely motivate us enough to make us take action. This is because desires are usually the result of external values that we assimilate as our own. For example, we are constantly shown people with a lot of money that have dreamy, luxurious lives, and we start to believe that this is what we should have, while in reality we might not need money all that much. It stands to reason that we need to be aware of both our needs and our desires. Needs are difficult to change, but we can adjust the level of effort put in satisfying our needs. Desires are difficult to satisfy, especially if they are not our own. To achieve a balanced life, we need to discard desires that are not our own and focus on personal desires to the extent allowed by the satisfaction of our needs. For example, we might desire lots of money to achieve a high social rank, but we may need an ordered and stable environment. Satisfaction of this need requires a smaller sum of money beyond which the need is satisfied, but which is not enough to satisfy the desire. The sum of money required for a stable environment is not enough to ensure a high social status. However, we can achieve a high social status by investing in our education, which would also satisfy our need for knowledge and our curiosity. In this way, we satisfy our desire for a high social rank while at the same time we satisfy 3 of our natural needs. Balance and success depend on the awareness of our needs and how we achieve them and the filtering of our desires, making sure we invest time and resources in relevant, intrinsic desires. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the Learn Stuff Academy YouTube channel for more educational videos.